अस्सलाम वालेकुम एंड हाय एवरीवन, कैसे मिजाज हैं? खैरियत से हैं आप सब? तो आज हम सीखेंगे डिवीजन एंड हाउ टू डिवाइड नंबर्स। एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच गाइस फॉर द सपोर्ट, यू आर द बेस्ट। चलें पढ़ना शुरू करते हैं। ओके, सो टुडेज लेसन इज लेसन नंबर 4 which is division. So here are certain numbers we are going to start with. So 0 divided by 1. So we can write this number as in the form of fraction 0 over 1. So both of these two different representations of the same thing, 0 divided by 1 or 0 over 1, it means same thing. So whenever we are going to divide 0 with any number, we'll always get 0 in the answer, right? So 0 over 1 is equal to 0. 0 over 5 or is also equal to 0. 0 over 100 is again equal to 0. So from here we make a conclusion that if we are going to divide 0 with any number, we'll get 0 in the answer, right? Okay. Moving on to the next, which is 0 divided by 0. So now this is a very special case, this one. You will study these things in your higher grades. So see, 0 divided by 0. So now if we are going to divide any number with 0. So in the first case, you see, we are dividing the numbers, the numerator value is 0. 0 divided by any number. So in the second case, we are dividing numbers and in the denominator we are having 0, right? This is the difference. So in the second case, any number divided by 0 will always give you infinity, right? So what exactly is the infinity? This is the symbolic representation of infinity or infinite. So infinity means this is such a huge number that we cannot even count, or we cannot even think of or imagine, right? This is so very much big number. Even if you solve this, let's suppose we'll take a certain example. Let's take this example, 1 divided by 0. If you solve it on your calculator, so it will give you math error or undefined, or it cannot be solved. So let's just check it. So this is our calculator, 1 divided by, okay, 1 divided by, let me, 1 divided by 0. So see, it cannot divide by 0. Why? Because this value, the answer, the value in the answer is so huge or so big, even calculator cannot find it out or display it for us, right? Okay, moving on to the next, which is division with 0 remainder. Okay, there are two different cases in the division. When we are going to divide, we have two possibilities. Either we are getting a 0 remainder or we are getting a non-zero remainder. So first we'll discuss the first case, which is division with 0 remainder. So here is a question, 48 divided by 2. So we have to divide this number by 2. So we all, okay, before going to solve this question, let me tell you the names of these values in which they have been placed. Okay, now this is called the square root sign, right? And inside, whatever the value we are going to write it here, its name is dividend. Okay, the value outside this square root sign is called our divisor. The value at the top, this is our quotient, or we can also name it as answer. And after solving the whole question, the value at the end the value left is called our remainder, right? So these are the positions or the names of the values in which when we are going to solve it. And if I say divisor, so you should be familiar what number I'm talking about, right? Now moving back to our question. So this is 48 divided by 2. So first we have to, this is collectively 48. We are going to split it as 4 or 8. So this number is 4. So now first we have to check whether this 4 is greater than this 2 or not. So since 4 is greater than 2, it means this 4 can be divisible on the times table of 2. So this 2 is basically representing we have to go for the times table of 2. So start counting the times table of 2 up till 4 or less than 4. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So this is 2 times 2 is 4. Now you simply have to take away. Let me erase this line. So 4 take away 4 is 0. Now the next digit is 8. Shift that digit down. Now we have to count the times table of 2 up till 8 or less than 8. So that will give us 4 times 2 is 8. Now again we have to take away. So 8 take away 8 is 0. So this is our remainder. So in this particular question our remainder is 0 and 24 is our quotient or our answer, right? I hope you have got the concept. Okay, one thing more, अगर तो आपने मैथ पढ़ना है ना तो आपको टाइम्स टेबल बहुत अच्छे से आने चाहिए. It should be super good. बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आपको टाइम्स टेबल फिंगर टिप्स पे आने चाहिए इफ़ यू रियली वांट टू हैव अ गुड ग्रिप ऑन दीज मल्टीप्लिकेशन एंड डिवीजन क्वेश्चंस, राइट? एंड दिस विल आल्सो हेल्प यू इन योर फ्यूचर in your higher grades as well, right? So make a habit, start practicing it from today. Make a schedule or a timetable to practice daily these times table, at least 2 to 12, right? Okay, moving on to the next question. फिर बाद में ना कहना कि मैंने बताया नहीं था. टाइम्स टेबल बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आने चाहिए आप सबको. Okay, the next is 590 divided by 5. So now this is the, it means we have to focus on the times table of 5, and using the times table of 5 we can be able to solve this question, right? So first digit is 5. We can also solve it collectively as 590, but that will be little difficult or harder at this stage since we are at the beginning level, right? So I suggest you to split these numbers into individual digits and then solve it, so there will be less chances of error. So count the times table of 5 up till 5 or less than 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. Now according to the rule we have to take away. So 5 take away 5 is 0. Now shift the next digit down, which is 9. Now start counting the times table of 9 up to 5 up till 9 or less than 9. So 1 times 5 is 5 and 2 times 5 is 10. Now this 10 is a bigger number. This 10 is bigger than 9. We are not allowed to use that 10 or write that 10. So we have to stick ourselves to 9 or less than 9. Since there is no 9 in the times table of 5, so I am going to reduce it to 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Now again take away. So 9 take away 5 is 4. Now shift the next digit, which is 0, as it is down. So never forget to shift the next digit down, right? Otherwise your answer would be wrong. So now it will collectively, okay, before shifting that number down, first check whether this 4 is bigger or smaller than your divisor, which is 5. So 4 is smaller than 5. So in the 5 times table there is no 4 because 5 times table started with 5, right? So this is the reason I'm going to shift the second digit down. Now this number will become 40. So start counting the times table of 5 up till 40 or less than 40. So that will give you 8 times 5 is 40. See, this is the reason I told you to have a good grip on the times table. Okay, without times table it will be very difficult for you to solve division questions. Now simply take away these two numbers, 40 minus 40, that will give you 0. So this 0 is our remainder and this 118 is our answer, right? And we can write this solution at the end as 118 remainder 0, right? This is how you can write your answer. Okay, moving on to the next question, which is 6496 divided by 4. Again, now you can solve it, pause the video, solve it, and then resume it to check or verify. So I'm going to start it with this 6. So 1 times 4 is 4. Since 2 times 4 is 8, I'm not allowed to do that thing. So simply take away 6 minus 4 is 2. Now check whether this 2 is bigger or smaller. Yes, it is small, so we cannot solve it further because 2 does not come in a times table of 4. Now shift the next digit down, which is 4. Collectively it will become 24. Now count the times table of 4 up till 24. So that will give you 6 times 4 is 24. Now simply take away. So 24 minus 24, remainder is 0. Now shift the next digit down, which is 9. Now count the times table of 4 up till 9 or less than 9. If it's exactly divisible, that's good, otherwise reduce it, close to it. So 2 times 4 is 8. Now again take away. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now this 1 is smaller than my divisor, which is 4, right? So 1 does not come in a times table of 4, right? So I have to shift the next digit down. Okay, it is not necessary to always draw this arrow in your solution. This is just for your understanding, or keep you reminding that we have to shift the numbers down, right? Okay, next digit, which is 6, I shift it down. Now this number will collectively become 16. Count the times table of 4 up till 16. So 4 times 4 is 16. Take away 16 minus 16 is 0. So this is our remainder and this is our answer. So our overall answer becomes 1624, remainder 0, right? I hope you have got the concept. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now in the second category, we are going to solve numbers or divide numbers with non-zero remainder. Right now we are not sure whether we are getting non-zero remainder or not, but once we keep on solving, we'll came to know at the end whether is our remainder 0 or not, right? So say 363 divided by 6. So starting it with the single digit, which is 3, but see here, this is times table 6 and the number over here is 3. So 3 does not come in a times table of 6. So we cannot divide it. So now in this case we are going to take 2 digits. Okay. Now it becomes 36. 36 is bigger than 6. Now we can solve it. So start counting the times table of 6 up till 36 or less than 36. So that will exactly give you 6 times 6 is 36. Now subtract these numbers, we'll get 0. Now shift the next digit as it is down, which is 3. Now since this 3 is smaller than 6, we cannot divide it, so this 3 will be our remainder. Leave this 3 as it is. So our answer would become 6 is our quotient and having remainder 3. So this is our final answer, right? Next, question number 5 is 2097 and we have to divide it with 2. So we have to use the times table of 2, starting it with a single digit. So 1 times 2 is 2. Simply take away. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now shift the next digit down, which is 0. Right? And now since this 0 is smaller than 2, we cannot divide it. And now we have to shift the next digit, which is 9, also shift it down. Now see, in this case we consecutively shift 2 digits at a time. See, you can see I put here 2 arrows. So whenever there is a case in which you have to shift 2 digits collectively at the bottom, we have to always put 1 0 at the quotient, at the answer. This is a very important concept. Keep in mind, do not make a mistake. Normally students make a mistake, they shift both of these two numbers down, but they forgot to put 0 here, which is wrong. Okay, now start counting the timetable of 2 up till 9 or less than 9. So this will give you 4 times 2 is 8. Simply take away 9 minus 8 is 1. This one is smaller than 2, we cannot divide it, so shift the next digit down. Now it becomes 17. Now see, in this case I simply put one digit down. If there would be another digit and I also have to shift that digit down, then again I have to put a 0, right? Okay, now this is 17. Start counting the times table of 2 up till 17 or less than 17. So this will give us 8 times 2 is 16, and 9 times 2 is 18, which will be bigger than 17, so we are not allowed to go for that thing. So now simply subtracted 17, take away 16, so remainder is 1. So our overall answer, final answer is 1048 with remainder 1. So this is our final answer. I hope you have got the concept. So here comes to an end of our today's session. Take care of yourself, stay blessed, be happy, keep smiling. See you next time. Till then, bye bye.